Hello and welcome to Drinking Irish. Emmett Ryan here on a Sunday evening where it's getting a bit windy here in Rathmines, but I'm indoors like you all should be. Remain indoors, and I'm going to have a beer. Now it's Sunday, which even when you're working from home, there's still the fear of the Monday. You don't want to be going too strong. And I'm going with a fairly gentle one tonight. But before we get to the gentle beer, a little bit of housekeeping. A few of you have been asking about me saying the beers in advance. So I was meaning to do that today, but to be honest, I just decided to chill. So tomorrow, that's Monday, the 6th, right? Monday's the 6th, isn't it? Yes, it's 6th. I'm going to list off the 7 beers I'm going to be having in each of the nights going forward in the week. And that should be a bit of crack. And so that way, if you have a chance to go to the shops, obviously only when you're meant to, and get those beers, you can join in, drink the same beers as me on the same nights and see how much of an idiot I really am. Also, a big thing to shout out to is a lot of you have all been tuning in and saying, like, listen, can you do this, can you do that? I'm not going to give gradings purely because I think it's a real apples and oranges thing, like a session of the extreme session, even before we had a beer tonight, beer versus your Imperials, it's just weird, like it's not the same way to compare them, so that's why I'm not really doing points gradings. And there was some other bit of housekeeping, wasn't there? No, totally forgotten. I'm sure I'll remember at some point and it'll come up later on. But also, obviously some of you have read the business post today. I have a piece about sort of the different things coming up. So keep an eye on craft beer, keep an eye on the pub that I eat, keep an eye obviously on the guys in White Hag, all the Craft Central, drink stores, Martin's and a few others who are doing all their sort of delivery stuff, keeping a shout out all of them. And of course Beer Cloud as well. And do your bit to support them to buy your beer, which you don't even have to leave the house with some of those, which is fantastic. Because remember, you can go online and you can search for your beer there as well without having to leave the house to go get it. So, on to tonight's beer. Like I said, this is the last bit of housekeeping, that's what it was. Denise Pipard, good friend of mine, had asked me, and Emmett Ryan can't balance, had asked me, when am I doing Whiplash? Well, Denise Pipard, I'm doing Whiplash tonight. Whiplash Rollover Session IPA. It's about as gentle as it gets. 3.8%. Lovely folks, Whiplash. Let's, again, it's another can with that nice matte finish. I don't like it in all my cans, but I like, being surprised and going, oh yeah, nice matte finish to that. Gives a bit of texture to the can itself. So we're just going to pour this out. Not making a complete things of it so far, but give it time. I have enough beer to still screw this up. My God, I poured that pretty well indeed. And yeah, Whiplash, just, where are they based again? Jesus, sorry about Whiplash. Your address isn't on this. Oh, you are, you're Dublin. Fellow Dubs like myself, Whiplash. So, let's give this a bit of a sniff. Extremely citrusy. Let's have a taste. I have a good feeling what I'm going to taste here, but I haven't actually had Rollover in a long time, so maybe mistaken. And I'm not. That's a fair bit of mango in there. Fair bit of mango altogether. You can see it's pouring a bit cloudy. Now, some of you tuning in is like, oh, I don't want a lecture. It's like, you're not getting a lecture here. If you want a lecture, there's plenty of other options out there. And some of you kind of going, he's going a bit lowbrow. Yeah, listen. Bottom line is, you're drinking because you like to have a good beer, a few suds, get mildly buzzed but not too buzzed. Well, occasionally get too buzzed, but only on nights you haven't got school nights. And, just take it easy, chill out. And this is a nice one because even like, feeling that like sort of the dank in it, and it's hanging a little in the mouth, which is good because it's 3.8er, but I don't feel an initial urge to go bang, bang, bang. Like, you'll often see me have my second sip very quickly after my first. But my mouth wanted to let that hang for a minute, which is kind of cool. And yeah, that's coming in nicely. The beard is still a thing. It's obviously still in the early stages so far. The plague beard, as I'm liking to call it. I'm sure I'll come up with a more tasteful name than that at some point. But it's going to be interesting because of course then we'll start getting some suds in the beard and you'll all be able to talk about my terrible, terrible grooming, which is crucial to this. With the caps, that's going to get more interesting because I'm not shaving my head. This is about 3 weeks growth now, which is kind of impressive considering how short it still is. I got it shaved right before we got our big, don't really be going to the barber's instructions anymore. So I'd say we are going to reach a point where there is too much hair for caps, but we're a few weeks away yet, thankfully. But this is a good beer. Nice, gentle, hits a spot, and there's enough going on for you to not absolutely pound it. ideal Sunday night beer, however there was one. So tomorrow morning, Monday, and by morning I use that term loosely because I do have a bit of work to do in the morning. Don't worry, boss, I'll be doing that first. I'll organise my beers once I'm finished, doing a bit of sorting out in the kitchen. Monday I tend to do more in the kitchen than the flatmate does when we're working from home and all that. And, just because the way the week pans out, I'm much worse on a Friday than he is, so, it balances out. And I will work out what order the 7 beers will be in. 1 or 2 breweries have been in touch. You're all great. I am definitely doing most of you. If you talk to me in the last week, next week, and it's like, when are you doing this? When are you doing this? It's like, listen, I'm doing you very soon. But the other thing I really, really want to stress is in the comments, you tell me what you want to see me drinking on this channel, because this is for you. We want to give you some ideas, but also, even if you don't know the name of the beer, if you just say a beer that's kind of like this or a beer that's kind of like that, that's fine. Even say that. I'll go look for one and I'll have a pop. I'll give it a drink. I'll tell you what I think about it on this show. Anyway, nice short one on a Sunday because I'm going to play some Championship Manager 102 because I've got a life. Anyway, good night. Have a good one. Sláinte.